Hi guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. This is a price analysis update on Vechain. I'm going to take a look at a few different things. So we'll take a look at what's going on in terms of price action, which as you can see is down only at the minute. But we'll have a look at some areas of support and resistance where we could potentially place some orders, and then where we can sell to either accumulate or take profit. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button and let's crack on. So welcome to the channel. As ever, this is in partnership with Cointelegraph Markets Pro. If you want to get one step ahead of the game, go ahead and check their platform out. There's a full project review on the homepage of my YouTube channel, so go ahead and check it out. Right, Vechain, this is Tether, the 4-hour time frame. I'm using a Binance chart just because it has pretty much predominantly most out of volume. I just want to start off on the daily time frame and have a look at things from a bit of a higher time frame. And we've obviously made that new rise up where we're looking really good. Vechain was on a great run and we're pretty much rejected off 18.7 cent. Just get that, mate. 18.7, and then we're rejecting. You can say we're basically done a 61%, a golden ratio retracement. And if you watch my channel, that's all I ever look for in terms of entry points. Whenever I see an asset that is performing well, and I talk about entry points, this is a region. So from a 382 level all the way down to that 6.18 region, that is areas I would consider buyers. And if you probably on my last video I would have mentioned those three areas, so if you did manage to buy at those levels, happy days, you will have got them orders filled. Pretty much touch it very or thereabouts. It's not, I mean, it can't be exact, but it's, like I say, it's very or thereabouts. If you are looking for orders, and it really depends what the market does, because Bitcoin is a bit of a bastard at the minute. It's 56,000. We have a falling wedge here, which potentially could drop down to here, 54,300, and then we've got a golden ratio down at 50k. I don't think we're going to come down 50k, but there's a good chance we may come down and tap this 50% fib. If you look back to November 2017, on the rise in November, we actually had a drop down to a 50% fib, and then we pushed up and went parabolic. If Bitcoin does that again, if it drops down to 54k, alts are going to drop a little bit. So if you're looking for buys, you may even come down and test this wick here at 11.7 cent, but just keep a little bit of tether free to potentially buy the dip at 10 cent. It may not happen, because like I say, the 618 golden ratio is always a level I say to buy. And if I was looking at this asset now, or even if I was looking to accumulate, I would be buying here. I think it is a great level. I wouldn't obviously go balls deep, but I'd just probably go at 78% of what I want to buy around there, and then I will just keep a little bit just in case we do come back down and test that 10 cent barrier. There's always that possibility that we could come down to that region. Just looking at the moving averages, so we'll use the moving average 50 and the 20. We actually had a bullish cross down here on the 12th of October, and then was doing really well. It is looking like potential of a little bit of a bearish cross incoming over the next few days. If the prices continue down, we're going to get something like this on the moving averages. We will get a drop here from a 20 over the 50, which is quite bearish, but if the price does then flip around, you're going to get a rise like this, and eventually what we're looking for is another cross on those moving averages, and then the 50 and the 20 back above 50, and we go on to create some newer highs. But so far things are looking a little bit bearish, so you just got to look at those levels below where you could potentially target buy. So that's the areas. Pretty much 12.2 cent all the way down to 10 cent. I think could be a decent area if you are looking for some buys. We are pretty much downtrend. If you drop down to a 4-hour time frame, you can see that as a clear downtrend now. If you look at ignore that as the diversions, it is trending down. Let's get rid of them. And what we are looking for is a break up and a stay up. So what we're looking for is a breakout, probably retest, and then a push back up to the upside. So that's what we're looking for. We are downtrending, and on all time frame is not looking the best, but if you zoom out, nothing to worry about. You could even say we're downtrending from there, to be honest. If you look at this, that could be the trend now, which we need to break above. Initially it was there, we was looking at breakout, what we did happen, but we're still downtrending. But you could say that we have formed a higher low, a higher high, a higher high there, and a higher high. So things are starting to look okay on that. We are creating these new highs. Obviously we've come down and retest this region, but I'm expecting a big push, another higher high over here, potentially coming into the beginning of December, and then And that will just keep us pushing up, and we can go on and target some new all-time highs. So all in all, bearish on the lower time frames, but a higher time frame, I'm still waiting for a real good push. And I do think over the course of the next 6 to 12 weeks, I really think it's going to be very solid for crypto. You might not think at a minute because the markets are looking quite diabolical, but you've got to take a rough with a smooth sometimes. So looking at that, that's a bearish scenario covered. We need to look at some take profit regions on the way up, and I would not be taking any profit below this region here, the 618 of the entire move. So if you look at that, when I'm doing price prediction, I go from a previous high to the low, and then it gives me some levels above. We've pretty much got close to area, but I would be taking a little bit of profit around 19.5 cent if you're looking to accumulate. I think that's the first major area around there. And then we can look at this next fib up here at 25 cent, and then we have all-time highs at 28 cent. That will then lead me into a little bit of a price prediction, and it is hard because we've got quite a significant supply on Vechain. But my price prediction, I don't want to say end of year, but I want to say end of cycle. I think we're going to hit around 82 cent. I think it could be potentially a very conservative estimate, but that for me is an area I will be looking to take quite a substantial amount of profit off my Vechain bags. Maybe I might take a little bit up here around 50 cent, because 50 cent, another psychological area where people will be thinking, right, I'm managing to buy this asset at 1 cent, I'm going to look at 50 cent. So just beware, 50 cent could be a tough area to get through as well. Just looking at the daily time frame, the RSI is pretty much getting into that oversold territory. So for me, it's looking like I'm ready for a push up to the upside. If you look here at this bottom, and then this bottom here, the RSI was oversold, and then it led up to a nice rise there. So we're same scenario happening here again. Let's see if we can get a push and go on and target some new all-time highs. So that's that pretty much covered in terms of the USDT pair. Let's just take a quick look at the BTC pairing, which is performing not too bad, to be honest. I think when Bitcoin's performing bad, altcoins tend to perform okay in the BTC pairings. We've actually broken out of this downtrend, but we've come back down and retested it here. If we lose this downtrend, which I'm expecting, then you can really start to target some buyers down at 175 Satoshis, and I'd ladder them all the way down to this previous high here at 129, 130 Satoshis. I don't think there's a good chance that when Bitcoin starts to rally, it will leave a lot of the assets behind, and when BTC is going good, it will be pulling back some market dominance overall. With that, altcoins will start to fade in the Satoshi pairs, and that's when you can really start to get some good buys. Maybe not now, maybe not over the next few weeks, but just keep your eye on it. When BTC just starts to push up, monitor the Bitcoin dominance chart. When this starts pushing up potentially to this level, 52% is an area I'm potentially looking at, or this region here, 49, 52. When BTC gets around there, it could be a good time to go into altcoins. That means it could be probably will give you an indication that Bitcoin is down at these levels. So that's an area I will potentially consider. Laddering him down from 178 all the way down to around 130. And I think that could be a nice area for you to target. If though Bitcoin dies and altcoins rally, which usually happens in an alt season, then you could look to target sells up here at 300 Satoshis. And then we've got another key level up here at around 395, 400 sats. But I think we're a long way off that for now. And we just need to monitor the situation and see what Bitcoin does, because it's not looking the best, to be honest. Got falling wedge here, which we've been up to test this high trend today. Come down, test this 50% fib, and then I honestly think it's going to be time to push on. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But that's going to do it for today's video. Some analysis on Vechain. I've not covered it for around 10 days now, so it was definitely due an update. If you're new to this channel, make sure that you check out my Patreon. You will find that in the description of this video. Pretty much cover anything required over there. If we just take a quick look at it on the Discord side here. We've got a hell of a lot going on down the left hand side. Coin of the day, group chat for general questions, Bitcoin chart, chart requests. So if you want me to analyze any charts, you can drop them in there. We're covering new projects, dot parachains, metaverse is a big one at a minute. Lots of things going on there. So I also do giveaways in there randomly. Every now and then I do a giveaway. So go and check that out. It's obviously a paid option, but it's something extra if you're new to cryptocurrency. It's some hands-on help there for you. So that's going to do it. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.